Hello students, today we are going to start with our geography lesson, that is the 4 number lesson, minerals and power resources. Okay, so I would like to introduce you first that we know that the minerals and the power resources are considered as the backbone for the development of a modern world. Rocks and minerals make up the earth's crust. So earth crust, whatever the hard surface of the earth, that is made up of the rocks and the minerals. Rocks are made up of one or more minerals. Unlike the rocks, minerals have a definite chemical composition. Today, modern society depends on the knowledge and the application of minerals and power resources. So whatever the development it is there of the modern world, it is completely based on the minerals and the power resources. So we should have the knowledge about these. So now I would like to explain you about the minerals. So the next point is minerals. Minerals are very important and valuable for the humans. The minerals consist of one or more elements. Minerals do not occur in pure form. They are in a impure form. They are concentrated in a particular area or rock formations. Some minerals are found in the areas that are not easily accessible, such as the Antarctica and the Arctic Ocean bed. So these are the areas which are not easy to access. So the types of minerals. The types of minerals are what? Till now, more than 3,000 minerals are known by us. Means we know that. On the basis of their composition, the minerals can be divided or classified into two broad categories, that are the metallic and the non-metallic minerals. So first, metallic minerals. The metallic minerals are what? They are contain metals in a raw form. So by the name only we can get know about it. These raw forms are called as ore. O-R-E, ore. We get the metals such as gold, silver, iron and copper. These are the metallic minerals. Most of these are found in the igneous and the metamorphic rocks. Because of these, they are hard and also have luster. Luster means what? Shine. The metallic minerals are further classified into the two categories, that are the ferrous and non-ferrous. So what the means of a ferrous minerals? The ferrous minerals means these contains the iron. Ferrous minerals contains iron in them. For example, manganese, chromite and iron ore. Then the next is non-ferrous minerals. These minerals do not contain iron but may contain some other metals such as gold, silver, copper or lead. So these are what? The examples of non-ferrous minerals. Now the non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals are what? As the name suggests, that these minerals do not contain the metals. They include sulfur, potash, nitrate, salt and coal. Non-metallic minerals are found in sedimentary rocks. Some minerals are also found in alluvial deposits in riverbeds. Okay, so this is what the non-metallic. Now, how the minerals are extracted from the earth? Means how do we get them? The extraction of, or the process of the extraction of the minerals from the earths is called the mining. So there are the hundreds of minerals which are mined. The method used in mining, that is depend upon the depth at which these minerals are located. So it is depend upon the depth. So on the basis of the mining can be classified. So the extraction of minerals, the first one is the quarrying, then the mining and the drilling. Under mining, the open cast mining and the shaft mining. You can see it in your textbook. The minerals that are located very close to the surface are simply dug out. So that minerals which are close or near to the surface of the earth, that we can extract by simply digging out, and this method is called as quarrying. When the minerals ores are located at a shallow depth means what? Not too deep. They are taken out by removing the surface layer. Means what? We have to just remove the surface layer of the earth, and this method is called as open pit or an open cast mining. When minerals deposits are found deep under the earth's surface, some minerals are found deep down the earth, they are dug out by deep bores, that called as a shafts, and this method is called as shaft mining. So there are many underground chambers in a shaft mine. So whenever you observe these shaft mines, you will find that there are so many chambers. Chambers means what? A room like structure it is there. So these miners use lifts to reach these chambers. So to reach these chambers, the miners use the lifts. To extract oil and natural gas, deep wells are dug, and this process is called as drilling. So this is how the mining we have learnt. So here we are going to stop. The remaining part we'll see in the next. Thank you.